Christmas is supposed to be the season of joy, music, and being festive and jolly, and for the most of it, it is. But everybody knows that there's also a dark side in Christmas time. There are a ton of movies, stories, games showing like, jolly, everything is happy, everyone's happy, but then there's something spooky happening for someone or for a group of people. One thing that has always been very interesting, and I think we have all been doing it, or our ancestors have been doing it, is gathering around a fire and just starting a fire and maybe probably having some marshmallow and listening to some spooky Christmas stories. So it's been around for a lot of time. So grab something to eat or drink and get ready to get some goosebumps. Let's go. Well, let me say this. First thing first, disclaimer. Okay, disclaimer. Let me say this. These are just some anecdotes and stories that are probably not based on reality. I mean, I hope they are not based on reality, and I kind of believe that they're not based on. And people just tell these kind of stories not because they think they're something that really happened. It's because it's just entertaining. Let's just not be the buzz killer who always asks a lot of questions and questions the whole thing. Let's just not be that.
What the hell? Yeah.
So my finger got me because I'm sometimes, probably most of the time, all the time, the person who asks a lot of questions, these kind of things. I mean, I'm not that person right now, and we want to just don't care about like logic and anything, and just go for it and have some fun and just, get some goosebumps maybe, I don't know. Most of these stories are very famous because duh, and we've already heard them, maybe some parts of it before. So one of them is the Bramshall House, which I think you've probably heard it because it's very famous. So it goes that on Christmas Day in the early 1600s, a wedding celebration took place at the Grand Bramshall House in England. The bride, in many retellings named Anne Cope, playfully suggested the game of hide and seek after the feast. Look, I have a lot of questions, and this poses a big question. Out of all of the things that you could do on your wedding night, and this is going to be the night that you have to remember and relate to, and every anniversary you'd be remembering the things that you did. And out of all of the things that you could do, you chose to play a game of hide and seek. I mean, what, girls in gowns and bride in the wedding dress, boys in suits went running and hiding, and what? That was what was going on? Yeah. Okay, so let's just get back to story and stop
being the buzz killer.
So she ran off to hide. Okay, and never returned. Okay. So she never returned. Her new husband, she had a husband before. Okay, Anne guests searched the entire house. Hours passed, then days. She had disappeared without a trace. Oh, that rhymed! That rhymed. Years later, some version says decades. 5 decades. 50 years. That's a 5 and an O next to it. 50 years passed, and then they found them. Locked wooden chest hidden. When they opened it, they discovered the bride's remains. Oh, still in her wedding gown. So she was in the house. I mean, what? So she didn't run off to the forest or woodlands. She stayed in the house. Went to basement or something? And they didn't look in the chest that was there when they were trying to find the bride. The guests and the husband, whatever that they were. And what, after 50 years, I don't think anything would be there. After 50 years, everything would break down. Your dress even would break down. I think it's pretty unrecognizable for you to tell if this is the bride. I mean, the remains, it doesn't matter, because in order to identify her, I think you should run a DNA test, and what they did run a DNA. I mean, how could they tell that this is a wedding dress? Because also fabric breaks down. But stop being that person. So she apparently trapped herself inside the chest and then like couldn't open it from inside and suffocated. Okay. Ever since witnesses claim, I don't know about, witnesses claim to see the white lady, the ghostly bride, wandering the rooms of Ramshaw House every Christmas. I mean, like, okay, this is not related to this story or any specific kind of story. This is just like me asking this genuine question from ghosts. If you're a ghost, first off, no, I don't want that. I don't want that interaction. But if there's like this hypothetical thing, if you're the ghost, like what is the ghost what is the ghost mentality? Like what is the mindset? What is the logic or the reason behind coming back to the very place that you got killed in or what, like murdered in, like whatever. You have a bad experience in that place and you keep going back. It's like going back to your ex like every year. Why do you do that? Just live your ghost life. You know what I'm saying?
Does that make sense to you?
I mean, if you're a ghost, just live your ghost life. I mean, aren't they like funnier things to do as a ghost? You know? Maybe enjoying some time, maybe taking your time doing something special. I don't know, doing ghostly things. I don't know what y'all been doing, but yo, it ain't like, I mean, I don't get the reason. You know, move on. You have to move on. Ghosts have to move on. Really, ghosts have to move on. Okay, the second story. Well, this one is kind of my favorite, the Yule Cat story, because when I first read about it, it sounds good, you know? It's not good like it's a good thing, no. I mean, it's a wise thing. So the Yule Cat story, the cat that actually looks like this, is actually kind of a little spooky, I can admit that. It's a giant Christmas monster hunting in the snow. So in Icelandic folklore, and like, so it's an anecdote, it's not reality again. The Yule Cat, which also has a, I think, Icelandic name, which I can definitely not read, is a massive supernatural black cat that wanders the snowy countryside during the Christmas season. Okay, so the haunting reason for this specific creature is if you didn't receive any new piece of clothing, it would come for you and come after you. So you need to like get some new socks, anything, bro. Like if you don't get anything new, any piece of clothing for that Christmas season, they would come after you. The cat would come after you. Pretty wild reason. And also they say that the tradition behind this and the logic, there's actually, because the story was like made up, the reasoning was, it kind of makes sense. They wanted to encourage the farmers and whatever to process the wool faster in order to like make a lot of clothes for people to like buy and whatever, to encourage them to work faster. They made this story. Yeah, so is it real or not? It's like what? A folklore? Legend, okay. So please don't come for me. If you're a real cat and you're watching this, first subscribe and don't come for me. And the last story is the Hebel Castle story, which they say that the queen who returns to home every Christmas, because it was like got killed in Christmas Eve. I mean, again, the same pattern, ghosts getting back to the places that they got killed. I don't understand why, but they say that what locals say that they see like a white cloak drifting along the bridge through the gardens. Others say she carries her head. Like how? But unlike many ghosts and Christmas appearances believed to be rooted in longing and not vengeance, like her name was like Anne Boleyn, yeah. Hever Castle was the last place she truly felt happy before nightmare. I mean, like, aren't they good things to do, funny things to do, happy things to do as a ghost so that you can like keep doing them instead of getting back? That's my question. I don't know, I mean, it was not that scary, and actually they were all so famous, but it was a good moment. And if you watched so far, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed yet, what have you been doing? Subscribe and become a citizen of my town. See you in the next video.